Hi everyone, I'm in Houston about to compete at Nailympia, and you get to come with me during the competition. Everything is about to get started, so I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around and get it set so you can be with me as I compete. Here we go.
So for you all watching the clock while you're competing, we are going to use this clock. The goal will be to start at 2 exactly, at which time Alex will also be starting her stopwatch here, which is the official clock. And throughout the competition, which is 30 minutes, I'll give you guys a 15-minute warning, a 10-minute warning, a 5-minute warning, and then a countdown, so you're not surprised.
Nope. So they've given us the briefing. If you should ever compete, the briefing happens 20 minutes before the competition starts. You're not allowed to work on your model during the briefing, so you want to make sure that everything you can have done ahead is done 20 minutes before the competition begins. A really great tip I got from Gwen for competing in the gel polish division is to use brand new bottles. So I've just opened these and got them shaken up and ready to go. Something I discovered is some of my lids were really tight, so you want to make sure you've got the lids loose enough that you can easily open them, because every second counts. You have 30 minutes to do your application and get it all cleaned up and have everything perfect and ready to go. My focus during the competition is going to be applying, so I won't be able to look at the phone screen and see if you guys have any questions or anything for me. But I will make sure and look back through all of your comments and questions afterwards and answer them. One of the tips for gel polish competition is sometimes to skip the base coat. You'll want to try ahead of time to see if the gel polish you uses will work without the base coat or if it runs into the skin.
3, 2, 1. You may begin.
You want to make sure you've fed and watered your model so they're not sitting there dying of thirst or hungry and shaking from it. I've been practicing in the days leading up to the competition by timing myself working on clients in the salon when I do the color application. I also made sure the model understood how to put her hand in the lamp. You want to make sure that you inform your model as much as possible what's going on so that they can help you. Slide that in. There are floor judges walking around while you're doing the nails, checking to make sure that there aren't any unlabeled bottles and that no one's cheating. They also check the nails before the competition to make sure nothing's been done to them that's against the rules. Alright, slide those in, please. Let me kick it on again because I think it missed a couple seconds. I think the French manicure is going to be the most stressful one for me, so I decided to do it on the first hand. For the soak-off division, you do one hand gel polish and one hand cream red. There can't be any shimmer or glitter or pearlescence or anything in your colors.
Color coordination, you two.
Use your line of light where the table light hits your nail to see if you've gotten the gel polish too thick, and go back and wipe any excess off. Slide that one in. Your red is where you're going to notice that base coat, helping to keep you from flooding the cuticle because the color stops at the edges of the base coat. I've learned from practicing in the salon that it's worth it to take a little extra time and slowly apply the first coat of my red, because the second coat will go much faster since I have the outline in place. Let's slide that hand in very carefully, please. One of my personal tricks for doing the white is to really clean the brush out as much as possible so that you're not flooding the nail when you go to apply. Since I know there's going to need to be cleanup on the French, I go ahead and go through the whites and come back and clean all at once. That was a big mess up. I'm sealing backwards like this so I don't get it all over the skin on the thumb, since that nail is a little closer to the skin. Now I'm going to use lint-free white with some alcohol to perfect my smiles. Saving the skin cleanup for after I clean up the smiles, since I'm probably going to get some on the skin in the process of cleaning the smiles up. Once I have that first coat of white in place and cleaned up, I can come back and do skin cleanup. Where are we at on time?
15, 30 seconds.
Thanks.
All right, this is the halfway point. 15 minutes down, 15 to go.
Ideally, you want your smile lines to match from nail to nail. And I can see a few things that I want to fix on the second coat of white. But I've got these at least pretty much the same thickness and the same type of smile, so we're going to cure. Relax it back into the thumb hole. There you go. Do our second coat of red. If you're going to do a second coat of white to clarify the color, you want to make sure it's super, super thin so you don't end up with a little bulge at the end of the nail.
You are 10 minutes out, 10 minutes.
Didn't your mama ever teach you not to talk with your mouth full? I couldn't understand it. You're doing good on your phone. Every time I look at you, it reminds me. See, now that I've like put you in charge, right? You have to do it. You're my trigger. What happens?
This is usually the point I start freaking out and overthinking the smile lines. Even though there's 10 minutes left and that's plenty of time. You have to figure out how to not let the time bother you. And that's easier said than done when you're actually on the competition floor. You would be surprised how much more your hand shakes during competition than it does in the salon. Are you ready to try competition now, model? No? The neat thing about competing, even if it's in a category like the gel soak-off, is it forces you to really up your game and practice. Because you want to meet that timeline, you want to get the nails smooth, you want to have thin application, and it just challenges you to better yourself, which benefits your clients. Alright, slide that one in. And now we're ready for top coat. Can we apply and cure the top coat in the time that's left?
Then the competitors can clean up and get ready.
It doesn't do you any good to have all those great clean lines with the color if you miss sealing in a spot with the top coat and take it off with your alcohol. You also want to make sure you don't get the top coat too thick and create places where the shine line will be disrupted. Pulling the skin on the sides down out of your way makes it easier to be sure you've got that margin sealed on the sides. And tipping the nail forward towards you a little bit makes it easier to use the light to tell if you've sealed the back edge.
Scratch magazine, please. Let's get it out of here.
Thank you. It's exciting to get a complimentary issue of Scratch Magazine as part of the competition. scratch is to nail professionals in the UK what Nails Magazine is to us in the US.
5. Fastest 25 minutes of your life that was. 5 minutes.
It's crazy that you could do your shellac start to finish or your gel polish start to finish in the salon in 30 or 45 minutes, and yet in the competition 30 minutes just to apply the color doesn't seem like enough. Alright, slide that one in, please. I'm just going to err on the side of caution and make sure there's no red in my brush by chance. And there was a little bit, so I'm really glad I did that. I just wiped it off on a lint-free towel, because if I got smears of red on my French, I would die. Fuzzy. Let me get it on all of them, because I would rather leave the fuzzy than not get top coat on something. Alright, fuzzy. Alright, slide that in. Please let there be a minute.
2-minute warning.
Oh, whew. We're gonna make it. It's so nerve-wracking. I'm cleaning off the top film. You get points deducted if the top film is still there because you ran out of time to clean off the top coat. So saying, oh, oops, I ran out of time to clean off the sticky is not a sufficient excuse to leave it there. The nails have got to be clean. And again, I'm using something lint-free so that it's not leaving fuzzies behind for the judges either. You gonna say hi? It's going this way. It's me, Lauren. Lauren Wireman, which you guys recognize from Nails Next Top Nail Artist, is also now Wildflowers Nail Academy, and she's one of the floor judges for the competition here in Houston.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Right? Scrub these nails. Will you feel those and see if you feel any sticky? And then the really stressful part is as soon as you remove the sticky, you can see your mistakes. Where maybe every little thing isn't totally perfect. It's like, no! Because there's nothing you can do about it. You also can't put on oil to camouflage dry skin. So you want to make sure and exfoliate and moisturize your model before the competition. So here are my competition nails. Wish me luck. The results won't be available until Sunday night. I'll give you guys a quick look around the competition arena.
7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Person down, hands up. I had to say it. Sorry.
Yeah, put your hands up. So your model has to put their hands up.
The fastest 30 minutes of your life. Carrie and I were going, if only the treadmill went as fast as that 30 minutes went.
Right.
Only the treadmill.